Jill Duggar shares unexpected destination on latest family trip. Counting on alum Jill Duggar Dillard is back with a new mini travel vlog with her family. The 33-year-old has been documenting her healing journey after suffering a miscarriage last April. Many are glad that Derek's wife is finding ways to keep herself smiling after the heartbreaking loss. She's also becoming more creative with her outdoor activities. Some fans were even surprised after Jill shared an unusual first stop on their latest family trip. Keep reading to see what it was. Counting on. Jill Duggar shares sad milestone. Last month, Jill took to social media to pay tribute to her stillborn daughter, Isla Marie. According to the Counting On alum, it was the 6th month since she lost her child. Jill went on to say that she went on a jog to the creek and had a breakfast picnic to clear her mind. "I'm wearing a little extra pink today for you," she added. After the sad day, Jill began to share more activities with her family. One of them is doing a late-night run with her husband and their dog. But what caught the attention of many was Jill's latest road trip with her family. Jill shares unexpected destination on latest family trip. In an Instagram post, Jill shared a clip with her family in the car as they prepare for a huge road trip. The Counting On alum said they're going to multiple places in Tennessee and had to leave their dog at a boarding facility. Jill Duggar Dillard began to share some of their destinations, such as libraries where they picked up multiple books. But what's surprising was the unique restaurant Jill and Derek visited for their first stopover before going to Tennessee. "We're going to stop at All Aboard, which is this super cool train restaurant, which our kids love, where the train delivers your food to your table," Jill said, adding that it was super fun and cute. Her kids were also excited about the restaurant, implying that they'd planned to trip for quite some time. "The most fun train restaurant was the perfect stop on our first day of travel," she added. Jill later shared clips and pictures of them from Lexington, Tennessee. They're currently staying at a hotel and have already met up with some people they know in the area. Counting on. Jill Duggar shares impressive pancake art. Aside from their Tennessee trip, Jill also shared an impressive pancake that her kids made. Israel can be seen holding the stack of pancakes they made. The proud mother was covering the face of her son for privacy. The Counting On alum began to hide the faces of her kids after welcoming Frederick. But Jill Duggar Dillard still keeps her followers updated regarding their school and swimming lessons. Jill Duggar, a well-known member of the famous Duggar family from 19 Kids and Counting On, has made headlines once again, but this time for something entirely unexpected, a family trip to a rather unconventional destination. Known for her large family and conservative upbringing, Jill and her husband Derek Dillard have broken away from the more traditional paths many associate with the Duggar clan. Her recent vacation plans reflect this new chapter in her life as she continues to evolve her public image and embrace newfound independence. Breaking away from the past. For those who have followed Jill's journey, it's no secret that she has been distancing herself from the strict and conservative practices that her family adheres to. The Duggar family, led by Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has long been known for their deeply rooted religious beliefs, their large family, and their commitment to certain modest and traditional values. However, Jill has been on a path of self-discovery, creating a life that is markedly different from the one she grew up with. In recent years, Jill has shared her struggles and victories as she seeks to redefine her life outside the constraints of her upbringing. This includes her decision to put distance between herself and certain family members, choosing to prioritize her mental health, autonomy, and the well-being of her own growing family. This shift has been apparent not only in her public statements but also in her lifestyle choices, including how she approaches parenting and the way she presents herself on social media. So when Jill shared the unexpected destination of her family's most recent trip, fans weren't completely surprised that it would be something out of the ordinary, something that further signaled her breaking away from the traditional Duggar mold. The road less traveled. A trip to Iceland. Instead of a typical beach resort or a family trip to Branson, Missouri, which is a popular Duggar destination, Jill and her family decided to embark on a much more adventurous and offbeat journey. To Iceland. Yes, Iceland. Known for its stunning landscapes, volcanic terrain, hot springs, and rich history, Iceland is a destination that offers something far removed from the conservative environments Jill grew up with. In a world where family trips are often synonymous with Disney World or an all-inclusive resort, Jill's choice to travel to Iceland seems to be in line with her expanding worldview. Iceland is an island of contrast, where fire meets ice, where geysers burst from the earth, and waterfalls cascade from towering cliffs. For Jill, who has often spoken about her love of nature and God's creation, Iceland represents the awe-inspiring beauty of the natural world, a perfect place to explore with her husband and children. As someone who has become more vocal about her mental health journey, this trip also seems to reflect her growing sense of adventure and desire to experience life on her terms. The stunning isolation of Iceland, coupled with the rejuvenating power of its natural hot springs, could be seen as symbolic of the new chapter Jill is writing for herself, one that's rooted in self-care, exploration, and family time away from the prying eyes of public scrutiny. What Iceland offers the Dillards. For Jill, Derek, and their two boys, Israel and Samuel, Iceland is the perfect destination to escape the pressures of everyday life and spend quality time together. The Nordic island nation is packed with family-friendly activities, and there's no shortage of experiences for the Dillards to enjoy. Some of the highlights of their trip, as shared on Jill's Instagram, include visits to some of Iceland's most iconic natural wonders. The family visited the Blue Lagoon, a geothermal spa known for its mineral-rich waters, where they could soak and relax while taking in the surreal landscape of steaming waters surrounded by black volcanic rock. For Jill, the Blue Lagoon may have offered a chance to recharge and reflect on her personal growth. Another stop on their trip was the Golden Circle, a popular tourist route that includes three of Iceland's most famous attractions: Thingvellir National Park, Gullfoss Waterfall, and the geothermal area of Geyser. The family's photos from this portion of the trip capture their wonder at the sheer power and beauty of Iceland's natural forces. Whether standing in awe of the massive waterfall at Gullfoss or watching the geysers shoot water high into the sky, Jill and Derek also made sure to include educational experiences for their children. Iceland's rich Viking history, along with its focus on sustainable living and environmental conservation, offered ample learning opportunities. The Dillards visited several museums and cultural centers, including the Viking World Museum, which allowed their boys to learn about the country's fascinating history and heritage, a reflection of Jill's changing life. This trip isn't just a typical family vacation, it's a reflection of Jill's evolving identity. Over the past few years, Jill has opened up about the ways in which she's had to unlearn some of the ideas she grew up with and embrace a more open-minded approach to life. Whether it's her parenting choices, her more relaxed approach to her faith, or the way she presents herself in the public eye, Jill is continually stepping away from the more rigid lifestyle that the Duggar name is often associated with. Traveling to Iceland, a destination that feels so far removed from her upbringing, symbolizes her willingness to step outside of her comfort zone and try new things. Iceland, with its mix of the old and new, of traditional Viking history and cutting-edge innovation, is an apt metaphor for where Jill seems to be in her life. She's not rejecting her past, but instead blending it with new experiences and perspectives that align more with her present values. For Derek and Jill, who have always been a bit of the rebel couple within the Duggar world, this trip also reflects their desire to raise their children with a broader worldview. They've been vocal about wanting to expose their boys to different cultures, experiences, and ideas, and Iceland is just the latest in what will likely be a long list of unique and meaningful adventures for the family. A message to her followers. Jill's decision to share this trip with her social media followers is significant as well. While she's no stranger to sharing her life online, this trip is different. It's not about promoting a product, pushing a new lifestyle brand, or conforming to expectations. This is Jill embracing life on her own terms and sharing her joy with others. Her Instagram posts from Iceland show a family truly at peace, laughing, exploring, and appreciating the beauty of the world around them. It's a message to her fans that it's okay to break free from expectations and try something new, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Whether that's traveling to a foreign country or simply making choices that align more with who you are rather than who others expect you to be, Jill's Iceland adventure is a powerful reminder of the beauty that can come from embracing change. Conclusion. Jill Duggar's latest family trip to Iceland is more than just a vacation. It's a statement. It's a reflection of her ongoing journey of self-discovery, her desire to broaden her family's horizons, and her commitment to living life on her own terms. As she continues to break away from the more traditional path of her upbringing, fans can expect to see Jill embracing more of these bold and unexpected choices, all while keeping her core values of faith and family intact.